Okay, what's going on? Who put grease on me? Who put grease? Oh, no, ow! Okay, moon box. Okay, I better check on all the chairs. Yeah, that needs fixing. Jimmy, meet me right. Jimmy, meet me right a second, please. Jimmy, listen, I said meet me right. No, Jimmy, do you want to go there smack you one? Meet me right, Jimmy. Jimmy, seriously, Jimmy. Hi, this is Star Citizen, and I am IVATOPIA, and today I am taking a look at the build 1.1.6a and seeing if it's worth buying, or in this case pledging, for one of the starter packs, not the $30 pack, since you have to wait until full release, what is a minimum late 2016, but more likely longer, while the starter packs are $45 each, and allow you to jump right into the current game known as Arena Commander, and play what is currently on offer. Okay, after you have logged into the game and it is all patched up, we enter the hangar. This hangar is the Southland hangar, basically the starter one you will have. You can get others by upgrading with real money or pledging for bigger, better ships, packages. Over there is the Aurora. In my case, it's the LX version, because I have upgraded with real money. This is not needed unless you want to help fund the game more. Plus, some of the flare items around are from me subscribing each month. Again, this is not needed and helps them bring more content, as in shows like Around the Verse and 10 for the Chairman, to the backers each week. What options do we have inside this game? Well, options are quite nice and are growing all the time. We have sound options, plus quite a few graphic options, and a ton of customization for control options. We're lacking a few standards, like anti-aliasing, just to name one, but again we are pre-alpha, so I expect this to come later on. Now, what can you actually do in this module? Well, as you can see, I am free to move around and jump, and actually get inside my ship from here. I can open the electronic access menu to access the game modes, or as I prefer to do, sit in the simulator. After all, this is meant to be a video game inside the Star Citizen universe that is coming down the line. This gives you access to Arena Commander, since it's not grayed out. But what is Star Marine, I hear you ask? Well, for now, it is nothing since it is grayed out, but later on it will be the first-person shooter module, what is coming soon and will probably cost you $5 as an add-on if you want it when it comes available and can't wait. While it will become part of your package once Imperium Games, also known as ZIG, enter beta, however you prefer to say the word. So let's move on to Arena Commander, what gives us basic flight training at the bottom. This is basically a tutorial section, what is really fun when it works. Last patch broke it a little. You get to fly a Glacier ship in this mode for free, what is cool. Let me rephrase that, I mean Gladius. The Gladius ship. It takes about 20 plus minutes to complete from start to finish, or you can pick a different section to jump to.
So much fun. Rolling is a great way to orient your ship to fit through tight gaps or evade incoming fire. Now you give it a go.
Funny story, Star Citizen offer concept sales, what basically means the ship is first shown way before it's ready to be in the game, and allow you to pledge for it, to help development again. This is not needed, but when it is ready, you get access to the ship. Anyway, this ship was the first designed and built ship from the UK in Manchester office, also known as Squadron 42. And I am from the UK myself, but last year moved to the USA to get married. Anyway, on my wedding day, I woke up and took a quick look at my mobile phone and at ZIG site in Pacific. ZIG is basically Imperium Games, the company that makes the game. And right there was the Glacier on concept sale. To me, it felt like fate. On the happiest day of my life, about to marry my beautiful in every way and soon-to-be wife, was also the first UK-built ship, a ship from my home country. So I quickly bought it. I got it ready for my wedding day. And it was like Star Citizen saying "Grats" for my wedding, and here's an omen that this will be a great day, and it was. To the actual features of the game, shall we? And back to the next menu item, Drone Sim. This is the single player part of the current build and has different modes from free flight, what is a nice mode with no objectives. You're just free to fly around or exit your ship and do whatever you like using one of two maps available so far, Broken Moon and Dying Star. We then have a swarm game called Vandal Swarm, where wave after wave of enemies will attack you, in this case the Vandal, also known as the bad guys according to the UEE. So like the main empire who police the Star Citizen universe, or as they let us believe, but we don't know much about the Vandal yet, other than they're big aliens out for our blood. But more information will be revealed when the game actually launches with its story-driven part known as Squadron 42. also being done in Manchester by the same name as the studio. At the end of every 3 waves, we also get so-called the best vandals in the game, basically bosses. They've got the best AI currently. These are highly skilled AI, in other words. Again, this mode has the same 2 maps as Free Flight to pick from, with the exceptions of the racing mode is the only 2 maps for every mode so far. But again, these maps are beautiful. Racing mode, this has 3 versions of the same map, basically more rings and harder to get through, or should I say gates. This mode is fun for time travel, time warp times, and is a beautiful map. You can see the Aurora is not much of a racing ship, unlike let's say the M50. Again, I pledged for this ship to help. You don't need to, since we now have a rec system in place. Basically means you can rent any of the currently in-game ships for 1 week. What only uses 24 hours up every time you play. So in other words, if I rent let's say a Hornet and play it today, it starts counting down 24 real life hours. Let's say I can't play for a week. I then come back and I still have 6 days left. So other than 24 hours when you first use the rented ship or part, you can rent weapons and parts to add onto the ship, like shields for example. You won't waste the rest of the time. But how do I earn rec, I hear you ask? Simple, you have to play any mode that will allow you to compete against others to be ranked on their website leaderboards. This is done through different game modes, from Spectrum Match main menu, the multiplayer section of Arena Commander. With this mode you can play private, so no one else other than people who you have invited or have invited you can join, and will have access to the modes include Free Flight up to 12 players, this time as well as a co-op Vandal Swarm for up to 4 players, and a racing for 8 players. We also have a few new modes like Squadron Battle, what puts teams against each other, so really good to learn how to fly with your friends, ready for the Star Citizen universe. And later on, as in the MMO part of the game, or as Chris Roberts, the creator of the game, prefers, first-person universe. We also have a Capture the Core mode. This is a lot like Capture the Flag mode in other games, but with teams and spaceships. And finally, we have Battle Royale, or Battle Royale should I say, what is basically a deathmatch that is now up to 16 players with the last patch. In most of these modes, by getting kills, scoring, race times, or damaging others, just to name a few, will help you earn rec. And with this rec, you can rent items, as I stated earlier, and other ships that show up in this list here. So you can pick your ship before you launch. Again, a lot of these ships in mine are pledge ships, as well as some that are loaner ships, until a ship I pledge for is fully in-game. For example, my Freelancer, Zig let you loan other ships of the closest in value to the one you're waiting for. Oh, and plus, Zig often do free flight weeks for ships that they want testing now and then. Like the Merlin sitting here is the current free flight week ship as I record this video. What else can we do in this game? Well, as you can see, control the power of our shields to have more shield defense on one side to another, by in turn making the ship weaker on one side, yet still stronger on the other side. We can also shoot other ships, fire missiles, and release countermeasures, as well as sit back and watch the beautifully, so to say, done damage. As we tear through another ship or get our own ripped apart, we can self-destruct a ship and eject, and even land in free mode and leave our ships. This is just a taste of what the later game will be in this small area of space, since if we leave the area we die, since it is a game simulator after all. In the hangar we can remove some parts and replace others, like weapons with the holotable for example, as you can see I'm doing here right now. Speaking of which, this hangar you can currently see is one of the more upgraded hangars. This was originally called the business hangar. It is now known as the AeroView hangar, which is actually my current favourite. We also have another hangar called the Revel and York hangar, what is supposed to be the big posh hangar. And then finally there's an asteroid hangar, what's more for pirates and scummy people like that. It's also pretty cool, reminds me very much Star Warsy. So, do I think it's worth pledging and putting down $45 right now with what you can currently do with this very early alpha? What will soon one day it'll be a full game. If you don't mind putting up with some bugs and things changing as the game goes forward, since you understand this is a pre-alpha, if you like space sims in general, if you're a fan of Chris Roberts, the man behind this game, who also created the Wing Commander series and Freelancer, just to name a few, or you want to support a PC-only title, not going to be in consoles, since it's pushing technology and support space games in general. After all, there is no reason why you can't own this and Elite Dangerous, or No Man's Sky when it comes out, if you like, or even support a game going it alone with no publisher, using completely crowdfunded money to the sum of over 87 million plus as of this video, proving that publishers are not always right when they cut features and force games out of the doors too early in a buggy mess, just like we have of late with Batman, for example. Then, yes, I believe, I say that again, yes, I believe it is a great way to spend your $45 to support this great project, which has a lot to do already, as you have seen from my video. But if on the other hand, you want a finished game, or you don't like what you have seen in my video, or you don't like Space Sims in general, and you haven't got the patience to wait for the finished game, then no, you should keep your money and move on. Or at least wait until it's finished, and get more reviews. But as always, it is up to you, since this is just my opinion, and I will leave you with some more gameplay footage I hope you enjoy.
Stand by for reintegration.
Aegis combat system active. Systems green. Contact. Begin scan. Contact. Contact. Begin scan. Contact. Begin scan. Contact. Begin scan. Rear shield under fire. Contact. Shields recharging. Missile lock. Contact. Missile on you. Missile drive. AD activated. Shields locked. Shields recharging. Begin scan. Contact. Contact. Shields recharging. Shields off. Contact. Contact.
I am the little king. I don't need to breathe air, that's why I'm sticking out of my ship. I'm riding it practically. Feel the power of the little king. You know what I like to do in private on my little freelancing desk? Nobody knows when I'm alone. Oh yeah, freelancer. Bring it, freelancer. Ah, this is a good freelancer. Come on. Oh, guys, I need a cigarette.